You are tuned into the Shattered Podcast, Cellbound Edition, with your host, D. Elias.
On today's edition of Cellbound, I have Martin Casiano. Thank you, Martin, for coming up here.
You're welcome.
Start by telling us about your childhood.
Well, I really had a really good childhood, nothing really bad, except, my mom and then I drank a little bit when I was young, but it wasn't nothing real bad. And a pretty normal childhood, and my story's really the same as a lot of other stories around here, it's just started doing drugs too early, and I'm saying, and so on
How
and
old
so
were
forth.
you when you first started? Did you start out by drinking?
Yeah, and smoking weed. I was like 12, and then by 15, I was already experimenting with cooking meth and stuff. So it went real fast. From the first time I tried it to just all the way in.
At 15, how did you get started cooking meth?
Just hanging out with the older crowds. There's a guy, I ain't gonna say no names, but a guy I used to mess with named Ian Gillum, and he can come and show me how to do it, and because I had asked him to teach me and stuff, but I was interested in that because everybody was doing it. It was like everybody I messed with was doing it, and the
You just
excitement.
got in the wrong crowd of people.
Yeah, the excitement of going and getting pills and all the stuff you got to do to. It was just fun at the time, and it just went real fast after that, and then when my dad got in an accident, when I was about 16, 17, and I got a lot of money from that. But I got some money from that, like a settlement and stuff, and things really just went downhill from there,
You used that money to buy drugs?
Well, I was cooking at the time, so I wasn't really buying drugs. A lot of running around and saying just the whole
Just
life.
squandered the money.
Yeah. Wasted it and didn't buy nothing. So, but I learned from it. I learned.
Is meth what you've been addicted to most of your life?
Yeah, it's always been meth.
Tell us about a car accident you had some years ago.
Yes, 2009 with my baby mama and me and my two boys. It was really bad. It was heading towards Foreman,
And
I
were
haven't
you
taken.
high?
Yeah, I was taking Klonopins or Xanaxes, and I really don't remember, man. I went off the road. I guess I fell asleep at the wheel, and Pam, baby mama Pam, she broke her neck and her back, and my kids broke one broke the right leg, one broke the left leg, and I had tore my heart and everything. It was bad. We were really lucky, and really blessed to that nobody died.
But how bad were you? It's
Pretty
bad
bad.
enough that
They
your
tore my
children
aor-
were there
Yeah.
in the car, but I know you were seriously
Yeah, they
injured.
tore my aorta, and the doctor said that I was a miracle to be alive, and saying that most people die within like the first 20 or 30 minutes or something, and I lived a couple of hours, I think it was, and it was bad. It was real bad.
And they warned you, if I'm not mistaken,
Not to do speed.
not to do speed anymore because of the underlying health complications from the accident. So what did you do when you got out of the hospital?
I didn't do speed for a while, that's when I got addicted to pain pills. Was behind that right there, and that was really bad. Really, it was, how pain pills was really
You
big
just
for a
went
little
from
while.
one addiction to another.
Yeah, and then I think I stayed clean from speed probably, I don't know, like 6, 7, 8 months, maybe 9 months, something like that. And then one day I done it again, and it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me, so I figured it.
Knowing what the doctor had told you is just like, was the cravings to get high speed more than trying to take care of your health?
No, not well. I don't know. I just had a wild hair up my ass. I think I was drinking at the river one day, and I looked down and seen some foil and like a rig or something. I don't remember what it was. It was something paraphernalia, and I seen it, and I was like, damn, let's go get some dope, But once I seen that it wasn't going to hurt me, that it didn't hurt me, then it was on again, after that. So
You
But-
took those pills and saying, oh, that didn't kill me, so I can keep on doing it.
Well, I did the dope. I went and got some
Yeah.
dope and done it. Yeah. But I got hooked on hydros real bad, for some years. Me and Pam, doctor shopping, you know what I'm saying? Whenever we would go to all the different doctors and stuff. And that was the hardest thing I've ever got off of is pain pills. But I had to go to prison to get off them.
How old were you the first time you went to prison?
I went to RPF when I was 18. That's in Texarkana, in Texarkana. I went to prison in 2012. I was like 28, I think, something like that, somewhere in there.
You've been to prison 5 times.
All meth, all dope charges.
Did you stay clean while you were in prison?
Yeah, I did. I really the only time I've ever done any meth in prison was this last trip I did. I did some a couple times, just because everybody, it was there and available. But I really don't like it in prison because there's no women there. I mean, that's what we
You
do.
just like to party with women
yeah.
and the drugs,
Yeah.
women, yeah.
So, I mean,
So when you get out of prison, you would just go back to the same friends? Is that the main problem that,
yeah,
looking back?
it's always the same problem. It seems like with me and really with everybody that around here. It's because, well, I don't know, personally myself. I all these whole years doing this. I've dug myself into such a hole that when I get out, they give you the little bit of money. $125, and then and my mom will let me come home. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, or she has every time. And but she don't by a couple months, and I'm already messing that up. So. They throw you out with really no driver license. They set you up for failure. It seems like,
Right.
or well, they don't do it intentionally, but that's how it seems like it is. But yeah.
So this time around, you would be going to prison for how many years?
If I would have won, I would have been. They offered me 4. I think that's what they offered me.
But instead, you asked for the RSAT
RSAT.
program and got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the programs and services that you do here at the jail, what has helped you the most?
The manhood, authentic fatherhood or manhood, they call it, is by far the best. I mean, to me, the best one. I've learned a great deal from that class. It seems like everybody that's in there, it does, says the same thing about it. So it's probably the best one to me.
And so you're just going into RSAT.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 90 days starting here within a week or 2.
Yeah, they graduate tomorrow. And
Yeah.
then 10 days after that, we'll start ours.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you said in prison you just felt like they set you up for failure because they really didn't help you. These programs and services, I mean, that's what that's all about here at this jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's to set you up
To succeed.
to succeed
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you walk out this door.
Yes, ma'am. That's really one of the. I got here. See, whenever I was here last time, when I fell out of here last time, this county last time, they didn't have it.
No.
And that's been going on 6 years ago. They didn't have it, and then I've been hearing things about it on the street, and I got some friends that's been through it, going through it and stuff. So, I hear good things about it. So I get in here and you can just feel it. You can just tell. You can tell that what
Right.
Chris has got going and what Hattie and Joe got and everything coming up here. You can tell that they're really trying to help. So I was begging for it pretty much, because I
Right.
really want to, I want to change. I want to do something different,
Right. So how is this time different for you on a personal level? I mean, you're getting older now.
That's really probably the main thing. Every other time I've been down, before I even leave prison, I know I'm fixing to go and where I'm gonna pick right back up off. But this time it's just, I don't know. Really, what hit me the most was the other day I was talking to Nathan on the phone, my son, and he says, man, Dad, he says, man, I don't care about none of that bullshit in the past, I don't care about none of that, he says, I love you so much, and it hit me, man, like it just, oh man, I can't describe how it made me feel, and then I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to disappoint him no more. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt him no more because I've hurt him enough, and I hurt my family enough. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's just self-destruct mode all the time. You know, and don't do nothing but hurt everybody around you.
Yeah.
And constantly saying, "Oh, I'm not hurting nobody but myself. I'm not hurting nobody but myself." But you are. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how many times I remember saying that to my mom and to everybody that loved me. I ain't hurting y'all. I ain't hurting nobody but myself. But you're hurting everybody. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? And I'm just tired, man. I've been prison all the time since 2012. I think I don't know if I've even been free a whole 2 years since 2012. You know, and I'm just tired. You know what I mean? Really tired. I got saved, which I'm not saying that did it, but it helps a little bit. You know, and when I got saved. And baptized here this time. I've been saved and baptized before, but it never really just.
Right.
I just went going through the motions, you know what I mean. But this time it was different. I felt something whenever I did it, you know, and but I mean that's not. I'm sure that helps, you know what I'm saying, but it's not really what we really did. I think it was that phone call with Nathan was what. I mean, what really just.
That touched you more than anything.
Yeah. And I talk to him every day. You know what I mean?
Good.
I've been talking to him every day, Alex and Nathan, and it's great. They're there. You know, they're still there. They still love me. You know what I mean? And I don't deserve it. And I don't deserve it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I want to show I
You're
did.
their
Show
dad,
that,
and they're encouraging you to do better.
Yeah.
What are your plans? You've got the 90 days, and then when you go into the aftercare, what are your plans when you leave the jail for the aftercare?
I was talking to Lynette about the halfway house. You know, that's, you know, 'cause Mom, she told me this last time that, you know, not to ask her again, and I don't want to ask her again. You know what I mean? I want to do it by myself. You know, I talked to Lynette already.
And that's a good start.
Yeah.
Trying to do this on your own.
I don't want to ask nobody for nothing.
Martine has to fix Martine.
Yeah. I don't want to have to ask nobody for nothing, but I talked to Lynette about the halfway house already, and Tyson's, straight to Tyson's.
Very good.
And just start trying to work up, you know, build myself up.
So, of course, with drug activities, sometimes there's bridges burned. And I know that between you and your mom, there has been a bridge that has been burnt from promises made that have not been kept in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you want to say to your family, whether it be your children or your mom right now?
I would want to say that I'm sorry for being so selfish, you know. I mean, because I know how selfish I've been in the past. I'm sorry for all the pain I caused to my mom and to you, my mom, and to Nathan and Alex, and even to my oldest two kids, Caleb and Mia. I don't know if they'll see this or not, but I'm sorry for being a selfish person and a bad father and bad you know, son, whatever. You know.
Yeah. You know, all Nathan wants is for his daddy to be in sobriety and just be happy, healthy, and just be around him.
Yeah, no.
So that's giving you a good incentive. And when you get out, stay within the community, celebrate recovery. You know the good from the bad, and I think you'll be successful this time.
I hope so. I do. I really do.
And I wish you all the luck in the world, Martine. I really hope that this one time you've got the right tools now. Everybody here is trying to help you build for a life of success when you walk out the door. So thank you very much.
Thank you.